Hello! I'm priming my face with the Chic Glam Blurring Primer. 2016 makeup was all about having a matte base, so that's why I'm using this, and looking poreless. Like, your skin had to look fake, okay? And for full coverage, I'm using this L'Oreal foundation and applying that to my skin. Anyways, this video is about combining 2016 and 2026 makeup together, because I've seen people like comparing the both, and I was like, why not just combine them for the ultimate glam? You feel me? Also, because I never got to live out the 2016 baddie era because I was 12 years old, so I was just not that. I was just not giving. Anyways, I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows, and I'm slightly arching them so it doesn't look too unnatural on my eyebrows because they're not really arched. Not in 2016, but like in, I think, 2019, I had the worst eyebrow blindness. I would make them so thick and chunky and they were not blended out at all. Thank God I stopped. I don't know why no one told me. My base is a mixture of both trends from 2026 and 2016. My camera did not record the transition. I'm using the Morphe highlighting palette and using the two matte shades in it to set my base with the fluffy brush. I feel like if 2016 saw me today, she'd be confused but also impressed. I don't know. I'm using this Tarte palette. It's my favorite one. I love the blush, but I'm using the bronzer color to bronze my face because I usually don't, but since this is like a mixture of 2016 2026 makeup, I'm just gonna use it, even though I don't really like how it looks on me. I know no one used blush in 2016, like everyone hated it. I hated it, and I didn't even do makeup like that, but I always had a passion for it. Now I'm using the glittery one to add some glow to my bronzer, and I'm using this cute little blush that I got from an Ipsy package and packing that onto my cheeks because this is not a makeup look by me if there's no blush in it. Now I'm just applying that everywhere like so. Ignore the background noises. I live in a Desi household and we don't know how to be quiet, okay? Now to contour my nose, I'm using this color, the lightest brown in the Too Faced palette, and just creating like a button nose. I can't believe 2016 was actually 10 years ago. That's crazy. Ew, I'm gonna turn 22 soon. That is so scary. I'm so scared. I say that as I don't even sound scared. But anyways, now from that same Tarte palette, I'm using the blush and packing that on to my nose, cheeks, and chin all over again. Now I'm just blending it into my foundation with a beauty sponge. Actually, I'm not scared of turning 22. I think what I'm scared of is the state of this world. Like, can we talk about the economic and political state of this world right now? I'm using a fluffy brush and using a really light brown and this muted mauve color and putting that on my lids. I'm blending them out starting from my inner corner because that's where we're gonna cut the crease, and to cut it, it needs some contrast from like the base of the eyeshadow, you know? Now using my Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm gonna go in with this shade to start adding a gradient of shadows. I'm gonna darken the colors as we go so it all looks fairly smoked out and smooth. Now using this brown that has kind of a red undertone, and I'm gonna apply that all over my lid starting from the outer corners because that's where I want the darkest shadow to be. I'm blending it out in the shape of the cut crease. Really take your time with the blending for a beautiful gradient. I feel so much nostalgia for 2016 and like 2017, 2018, 19, not 20 because 2020 I was kind of insane, but any year before 2020 has a special place in my heart. Anyways, now using this chocolate brown, I'm going to make a slight wing, not really a wing because we're not making it sharp at the end. We're just making like a kind of a cat eye moment. Now I'm just blending it all in so it's a gradient and no harsh lines. Using a angled flat brush, I'm going to cut the crease with this Rimmel concealer because it dries down really quick and it's the lightest shade I have. Cut the crease depending on your natural eye shape. For me, that's just a little bit above my natural eyelid because I don't have much lid space, so when I open my eyes, I need to make sure you can still see the crease without it looking crazy. I'm using this champagne color and putting that in my inner corners with my finger because that's how you get the most pigment out of any eyeshadow in my opinion. Slightly blending it out into the rest of the crease. Now using a rounded brush, I'm blending and building onto that same champagne shade. I'm also dragging it down to my under eyes. Now that that's done with, I'm using this medium brown from the James Charles palette and putting it in my under eyes, blending in with the champagne shade. This really just brings the look together in my opinion. And now for a pop of color, I'm using this blue and patting that onto my eyelids with that same round brush. Make sure to blend it into the brown eyeshadow so it looks smooth and not patchy. Now for the wing, I'm using the Wet n Wild brown eyeliner and just making a medium-sized wing because this wouldn't be a 2016 look without some eyeliner. Now for the lashes, I'm just curling them. Also, I don't know why I keep losing lash hair. Like, I barely even do makeup nowadays, so I don't know, but I'm using the Maybelline mascara. I love this mascara for years now. I'm going to tightline my waterline with this brown shade before applying the eyelashes. It makes a difference, see? These were the most dramatic lashes I own, and 2016 was the era of dramatic lashes. So these were perfect. By the way, I used the Kiss eyelash glue and I put it on my lids and on the eyelash strip. For my lips, I'm using a She Glam lip liner and really making my lips look plump by overlining them dramatically. The 2016 lip was very nude and just matte, but I am gonna combine some 2026 techniques to it because that makes the ultimate combination. Now using this MAC lipstick, it's this really pretty baby pink color and it's the perfect nude for this look. Now for some more color, I'm using this plump lip crayon that I use in almost all my videos. It just makes my lips look so plump, you know? I'm setting all that in place with the Hard Candy setting spray. I'm kind of running out of it. I hate when that happens. Don't worry, I'll fix it though after I'm done patting in the rest of the setting spray with this beauty blender. Now we're all done with the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.